Throughout the late 19th century, the Kingdom of Benin was sought after land as it possessed lots of natural resources and fertile land. The British had made previous unsuccessful attempts to integrate it into its empire, but in 1892, the British got the Beninese Oba and tribal leaders to sign a treaty that made them a British protectorate. The British also had rights to travel and trade in and out of Benin as much as they wanted. The Beninese Oba, though, only signed because he sought British protection from other African nations and was pressured into signing the treaty. Benin eventually stopped filling its trade quotas and tried to cut ties with the British traders. Benin also had this habit of doing human sacrifices and just leaving the bodies of the dead around, so to some traders and envoys, it just looked like a trail of bones leading up to the capital, Benin City, which the British found disgusting and barbaric. These two things pressured General James Phillips to attack Benin City while he was stationed there. Phillips sent a message to his superiors in London asking if he could attack Benin, but he didn't even wait for a response. He just marched on Benin City. Phillips had a couple of officers and traders, as well as 250 African soldiers he had taken from Nigeria. He marched with his column of soldiers and disguised their weapons and uniforms by hiding them in crates, pretending that he was just walking to Benin City to discuss matters of trade. This did not work out for him though, as some Beninese scouts saw this obvious column of soldiers and alerted the Oba, who sent out an army. Phillips and his men were having a break at a local village when Phillips got word that a large Beninese force was on its way. He thought it was impossible, as no stupid Africans could have seen through his disguise. But minutes later, a large Beninese force descended on the village. The British weapons were hidden in crates, so to not be suspected when marching through Benin, and they could not reach them in time. The only British people who survived the Benin Massacre, as it was later called, were 2 British officers, which were some of the only men who actually had access to guns. Hearing of this, the British government immediately sent 1,200 troops to Benin. They were instructed to loot, pillage, and kill as many Beninese people as they could. This was a controversial instruction debated for years afterwards. But just after 10 days of fighting, the British made it into Benin City and killed the Oba. Then, the Kingdom of Benin was incorporated into the Protectorate of Nigeria a few months later.